The journey continues. We're decluttering the home office today. If you're wondering if the bathroom, which we decluttered and refreshed, if you're wondering if that's still doing well, it is. Yeah, you want me to fail, don't you? Yeah. Literally nothing's changed except, what's that? Yeah, I've taken showers. We're missing a couple towels and washcloths. But other than that, let's keep this going, right? Let's get the ball rolling. So let me tell you what we're gonna be doing in today's declutter session. We're gonna be tackling 3 main things. Ooh! Whiteboard. First, we are going to declutter the toy box. Yes, I have a box. It's like a little crate in the corner of the office that just has what could only be described as toys. Games, cards, things to just play with. Next, we're going to declutter the big shelf, which is this right here. Because 2 years ago, I think 2 years ago, I had professional organizers come in and help me get this room together. And I have maintained, but the only way to continue maintaining it is to just keep going through things periodically. There's a lot in there. Most of my equipment, bags inside of bags inside of bags. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag inside a plastic bag inside a plastic bag? TBD, reorganize the big shelf. If I go through and declutter and I realize the way this is organized isn't really working, that is another process, right? Decluttering is not the same as organizing. Next, we're going to go through the pile. That's just a pile of stuff that I need to go through because I started decluttering last night and that resulted in things still not really having a place. We're going to think about keeping the Ikea shelf, which is that shelf right there. You gotta set aside time to think. And here, I don't know if you can see this, it says skip papers. I reserve the right to skip decluttering papers. That can be oftentimes its own category. We're going to completely ignore the books. Let's get started. Sorry. This side, keep. This side, get rid of. This is a skateboard. This is one of those things where people just email you and say, hey, do you want a skateboard? And I'm like, when, based off what? I said, yeah. Do I know how to skateboard? No. Am I above the weight limit? Always been. Keep. These little rackets, these are super fun. Keep. This goes with it. And this is broken. Get rid of! Basketball, little basketballs, because I have a basketball hoop on my door. I'm gonna link my office tour video. It's quite old. My office doesn't quite look the same, but I have a basketball hoop. These need air, but it's a keep. Have you ever been stuck brainstorming something? Shoot a couple hoops. Ginobili. Nerf gun. And the little foam thingies. I mean, I used it as a prop. It was a prop. Ouch. Should I keep it? Like, it is fun. I'm struggling because I use it as a fidget toy. Sorry, I'm keeping it. Oh, 3rd basketball. These are toy dinosaurs. The ones that I like, I've already used as decor. These are all the ones that I find ugly. Donate. Someone is going to love a beige pterodactyl. And it's just not gonna be me. A bubble gun. But it don't have no bubbles. Keep. Oh, bubbles. It's like, here it goes, here it goes. Why are they so sad? Super miracle bubbles. I think these are the wrong types of bubbles. It's supposed to come out like, you know? Is it weird to donate bubbles? It's a head thingy. Nightmare if you have natural hair. It's a Morocco. I thrifted this, so it's going right back 5 years later. Oh, my bad. I said donate was, I'm confusing y'all. One of these things. What the hell? What the, oh. I got this in a PR package for Lovecraft Country. I don't need this. This could be trash. But I do like this thing. And I feel like there's like a company that can make these. Purely nostalgia. Ugh, gets me every time. My Tamagotchi. She did. This is keep. I'm putting in the mysterious middle. Hit clips. Yeah, I got these off eBay. Copyright. That's a key. I have this bin of card games. Oh, what's this? Let me get rid of this. Girl. I purchased the packs from the And. You know, the little series where they sit across from each other and they're answering questions and everybody cries and it's uncomfortable. This is Healing Edition, Couples Edition, Long Term, Friends Edition, Family Edition. Now, I don't have a social life, so do I utilize these? No, but I'm keeping them. Blockbuster Returns, a movie game for anyone who has ever seen a movie. You know it's gonna be like a bunch of Caucasian films, stuff I don't know. Oh, okay. Movies where the main character is an animal. Oh, that might be fun. But once again, when would I ever play this game, you know? But that's not fair, just because I don't have a social life. This is the hard part of decluttering. You're not decluttering stuff, you're decluttering the idea of yourself. I want to be the person who invites people over and we have a couple of betties and we play a game, but I'm not that girl. But do I want to give up on that girl? This is just a regular deck of cards. Keeping that. This is called Trading Places, which it is a party game for Black culture. What happened to... They never gave it back. I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is another card game. This was like the tester. I don't know if they ever ended up making like the real version, but I haven't played it. I'm gonna get rid of the skateboard. Look at me. I could shred. It hurts. It hurts. Look at this colorway. I'm gonna try and skateboard for y'all. Have 911 at the ready. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you get on? No. I'm not trying to pay that copay. Let's tackle some of this pile. Like this. Like this. Peel and stick adhesive. Donate. Probably got papers. Papers. We're not doing papers right now. Dried mango slice. Best before 2025. It's scrumptious, but it doesn't belong in here. To the kitchen. Mini brands. I was addicted. So embarrassing. Plastic. Paper. I know what someone's gonna say. They're gonna be like, oh, you can make magnets. Okay, I think I'm gonna separate them between the ones that I can like make into a magnet and the ones that I want to throw away. Print Zuko socks. Why are these in? It's a keep. It's a keep. Okay. Cute little burger and fries. It was probably a gift. I'm more attached to the burger. Do I keep this? Is this bad? Where do I put it? Still looking at this box. This is an inflatable car wash man. I got it as a gift. See? They know me so well. Oh my god, I need a battery. Oh, this tells me what battery. 9V? Rechargeable. No. Y'all don't know what's going on in the Congo? The last thing that is in this box. Disposable cameras. This one has 0 left, 1 left. This one, ooh, this one was waterproof. What was I doing? Okay, I gotta keep these. This is a great time, the box is empty. This is a great time for us to discuss that Ikea shelf. As per my to-do list, keep Ikea shelf, ? And what that shelf has typically been used for is projects that are in progress. If you're an artsy fartsy girl, you know what I mean by like, you are always working on something, or you're like about to, or you want to. Tie-dyeing a shirt, turning mini brands into magnets. Remember to take these and get the photos developed. And I use that as like I see it every day to-do list shelf. The problem is I end up using it as a dumping ground. And I never get to the projects. And then they end up in this pile right here. If you're watching this and you get what I'm saying, do you have a good system? Do you say like, oh, Sunday mornings are my craft days, and that's when I do at least one thing? All this bullshit is my hobby. I like making stuff. I don't know where to put it, and I don't know how to like cycle through it in a reasonable way. I wanted to get rid of that Ikea shelf, but there's just no other place that won't be out of sight, out of mind. We're keeping the Ikea shelf, and maybe I'll like go into Google Calendar and set up like a Saturday or Sunday, like get off your phone, do a little project. Maybe. Okay. This bin, when the professional organizers were here, they used these like bin container things for a lot of stuff, as you can see, and they labeled them. This one was labeled fidgets because at the time, this is my main fidget. It's called a wacky track. 10 out of 10. That's why it's on my desk. But I went through a slime phase. Yeah, at the beginning of the pandemic. Oh, and this is all the slime. The slime goes bad, right? Oh no, it's not slime, it's just wet. It's not slime, it's just wet. I'm throwing all this away. Trash. 1, 2, pink, 3, 4. It's like not slime, it's back to being liquid. That's 5. The activator spray for it, which in and of itself looks old. Then I have Play-Doh. It's not bad, but like, I don't want this anymore. Etch-a-Sketch. A flower. No? Okay. I'm keeping this though. This is gonna go in the toy box. All right, there's no point in having a bin labeled fidgets anymore. Taking that off. And now we just have a free bin. This Tamagotchi. Y'all have noticed by now that there's this trend of either me buying or receiving as gifts things from our childhood. And it's things that I typically never owned when they were new. Like a light bright. I'm keeping this because I haven't put it together. I'm putting this on the shelf. Hold on. Anyway, back to the Tamagotchi. So I'm finding it hard to get rid of this. Battery is dead. The Tamagotchi itself is dead. I have no intention of keeping one alive. This was a gift. It's from the present day. But why am I struggling to get rid of this? And as you can see, it's a theme of like millennial nostalgia. If you're Gen Z, a young Gen Z watching this video, what is nostalgic to you? I need to know. Anyway, so far this is the one thing in my like, I don't know what to do with it pile. Another bin. Clipboard. Donate. Command strips. Put in the correct place in the house. Relocate. That's the word. Relocate. Oh Lord, these are mementos. We're skipping that. Putting that by the paper. I think I need to come down. Oh, this was much better. I'm sorry. This is my wallet from when I can't even tell you how old, but it's Fossil. Do you remember when Fossil was like, I got a Fossil wallet. Yeah, I grew up in the suburbs. Keeping that. It's a good wallet. This is a ribbon. It was a handle on a bag, like a shopping bag, and I kept it because it's a nice ribbon. But what am I gonna do with it? I don't immediately have an idea for it. But just because I don't have an idea for it now doesn't mean I'm not gonna have an idea for it in the future. It's so nice. Put that in the maybe pile with the Tamagotchi. Jesus Christ. Okay, these are stickers that I made. I drew this and then I sent it into a company that turns your drawings into stickers because I decorated my tissue box, like my tissue box cover holder thing, to be like a ketchup. These are the extras. I'm gonna donate these. And when I say donate, I don't mean the regular thrift store. Here in town, we have something called Austin Creative Reuse, which is a thrift store for art supplies. It's just like a bits and bobs type of place. Somebody might get a kick out of this. It is 9 o'clock at night. I've been doing this for too long and not making a lot of progress because I'm talking to y'all. Declutter the toy box. We did that. Keep Ikea shelf. We did determine that we're keeping it, and we're going to make weekly GCal for hobbies. And we have skipped the papers. What I'm gonna do right now without talking, just speed through it, is finish going through the pile that's on the floor. So I'm gonna cut on a tune. All right, it's the next day. It's a lot later in the day than I anticipated. Dr. Pepper, yeah. We thought it was a cold brew Dr. Pepper. And we are going to tackle, this is the shelf that the professional organizers installed and organized with all these different bins. It looks great from the outside, but today is about what's inside and what's in these bins. Do I still need everything that's in these bins? Do these bins and these categories that they labeled, because they labeled the bins for me, do these categories still work for me? We're just like, we're not talking through every single stupid thing like we did yesterday. Throw on a track and time lapse this hoe. Cheers. Now, this says computer. This says electronics, and it's where I put the computers. So, we have to figure that out because that don't make no sense. A camera battery. There's also a bin called battery chargers. So shouldn't batteries be where battery chargers are? Battery chargers. Chargers. Storage, which means hard drives. So I'm gonna go through these and then I'll change the camera angle for these on the bottom. (2018). You want a blast from the past? This is a flash drive from Andre Walker. Hi. We're making progress. We are. So far, what we have is this represents wires that I have to sit down and figure out what they're for. 3 empty bins after like reconfiguring and getting rid of some stuff. So now there's this bin that holds the cameras themselves. You don't wanna see. They're so dusty. Let's go through it, okay? Welcome to my bosom. So I have this little Swiffer thing just to, oh, this is my Sigma. Just to clean the outside. I wouldn't use this to clean the actual glass. My nifty 50. My old Sony, but the screen broke. Perfectly good camera, which is why I haven't got rid of it. Canon, are you ready? Canon T2i. I'm gonna look it up. I'll put it on screen how old this camera is. But a lot of them early videos, the nice ones, this was my graduation present from college. from my parents. I always believed in that dream. But I'm keeping this forever. Matter of fact, I might shoot a video on this. I thrifted this camera. It's supposed to be a gift for baby Blow. Don't tell him, he's not gonna watch this. And it was like 2 Christmases ago because I wanted to get everything. I wanted to like make sure it works, get the film, look up places in Houston, because that's where he lives, where he can go get the film developed. So this is actually gonna move to my pending projects shelf, that Ikea shelf that I talked about. Last of the plastic bins are a bunch of freaking paper. This says notes/scripts, this says medical, and this says finance. This is gonna have to be a separate time, a separate video, because when I tell you I do not give a flying goddamn. Okay, we're on the floor because there are these 1, 2, 3 little cloth or fabric containers. Okay, this first one is full of bags, dust bags, zippy bags. This is just a dust bag. Would you believe it? I have a box that's full of dust bags. Moving on. So we're gonna take everything out. Empty. This is by Hermanitas Boutique. Gotta support the Hermanitas. Keep. Pink polka dots. I really like dashes, because I'm not a polka dot girl, but they're dashes. That's a keep. My waffle bag. Oh, it's so raggedy, but I love it. Dust bag for something that I probably bought. Done it. Another dust bag. Stunning. Keeping that. Another dust bag from something that I bought. Love it. Keeping that. Dust bag. What y'all don't realize is that I also have to organize my donations. That's another project for another day. Remember this from the bathroom declutter? Crown Royal. I'm getting rid of these. And the Crown Royal bag. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Why is this so hard to get rid of? This is a dust bag, super cute. And these dust bags, what I primarily use these for is drawers. When I'm traveling, dirty drawers go in here, and then of course I wash these. Acrylic drawers. I store my, they're over there. Pencils, markers, pens, erasers, clippity clips. Is my collection gonna grow? Maybe. Keep. Smaller ones. I'm keeping these. I don't know what the future holds. I think I can get rid of this. Paper organizer. I don't check my mail. I don't open my mail when I do check it. I don't throw it away when I'm done with it. I've tried to like use these as like a system and it never works. But part of me wants to like put it on my desk. Like, I'm gonna keep it. Donate. Why do I have that? Toss that. Get rid of these as well. Okay. This looks so much better. Oh, yeah. This has a bunch of chemistry experiments. It was a gift. I got a subscription to Nell Chemistry. This one was, cyanotype. As you can see, I haven't done all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to incorporate it into my actual life. Again, if I'm gonna like get off my phone, stop scrolling. Do I know a kid that would want to do this with me? But then you have to like take care of the kid. I know that's bad. But like you can't just do a science experiment and not like take care of the kid as well. What do I do? Because it's out of sight, out of mind here. Ooh, chemistry and electricity. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, what should I do with this? Let me think. Moving on. Notebooks. Oh, this doesn't belong in here. These are just notebooks. Some of them are all the way used. Some of them are partly used. Most of them are completely empty. Completely empty. Keep. Another red journal. I used it this much of the way for notes, workshops, you know. But the things that I learned, what do I do with them? This is from the pilot TV writing pilot workshop, June 11th, 2020. Writing New Worlds. talking about Tony K. Bombara. We talking about disability politics. This is from 2020. What does it mean to be an abolitionist in 2020? The critical need for Black media reparations. Creating portals, the Black speculative imagination. Class was in session. Anyway, this is a key because whether or not I go back to these notes, it's still a notebook that I'm going to use. And I'm not one of those people that needs to start a journal fresh. This yellow one, it has lines. You gotta go. Baby blue. Oh, this is not mine. Spiral bound. Oh, this was a journal. What am I grieving? Oh, shut up. Other than those pages, this is a completely good notebook, but it has lines. So it's gonna be somebody else's. Adorable. Archer and Olive. That's good quality. Girls rule. Diversity. Oh, it has lines. Oh no. Oh no. Black Girl Magic. This is an undated daily planner. Hold on. There's one page filled out. July 27th. I don't know what year. Aww. Gotta think about this one. Composition notebook. Oh, but it has lines. Oh. Ooh. This is what I was gonna use as a scrapbook. Tell me, have I scrapbooked? Oh, you already answered because the answer is no. But I believe in myself. But I believe in my ability to scrapbook. I'm moving this over to the project shelf. A folio. Somebody else would really like this. I'm taking the computer paper though. Lines. Server notebook. Organizer. I'm gonna put this with the papers because we don't know. We don't know if we're gonna need something like this. This is where it is. Girl, I have been looking for my construction paper for so long. Teeny tiny notebook. You get the gist. Well, is it the next day? No, 2 days later. Anyway, girl, let's wrap this up. We went through the pile that was on the floor, okay? Here's the proof. Declutter big shelf. We did that. Reorganize the big shelf. We did that. Computer cleaning and printer. Chargers and headphones. So yeah, the proof is in the pudding. So we consolidated, we decluttered, and we have 4 extra bins, not including all the bins that are papers. There's one whole cubby that's empty. Yay, rejoice! So I added a couple things to the whiteboard, as you can see. 2 of them are like part of decluttering, and the other 2 represents my prize. We're gonna make a weekly calendar invite for doing my hobbies. My little art projects that are on that shelf. Weekly. In tandem? Yeah, let's go with it. In tandem. I need to make a list of those art projects. Sometimes when things are too many steps of question marks, I just won't do them. And I'll look at that candle and be like, what did I want to do with that candle? And then it will stay there for 6 months, which is what had happened. Then to celebrate, I got some flowers from Trader Joe's. And we're gonna hang up some art. I don't have a frame, so we're just gonna stick it to the wall. Oh, I did so much when y'all wasn't around. As you can see, I also decluttered the top of the shelf. Significantly reduced the visual clutter, and I just kind of like pared it down. Okay. Calendar. Time to do a silly little art project. Sparkle emoji. Saturdays at 10 a.m. Why not? This is the shelf of silly little art projects, and I'm just going through each of them and remembering, what did I want to do with this item? What did I want to do with this candle? I wanted to do something, very much something. So last night I went to Trader Joe's and got these tulips. What are these? Craspedia. I'm gonna do this in the bathroom. Do you wanna come? Yeah. Thanks for being on. Okay, and finally, the art piece. I reference SpongeBob a lot, but when's the last time I watched SpongeBob? This was a gift. Couldn't find a frame in time, but I need this video to be done. And the flowers and finally hanging this up in some form or fashion are how I'm rewarding myself for a job well done. Both actually decluttering and making the video because it's layered. You know me, I don't measure nothing. It's all with my spirit, okay. Just some good old fashioned tape. I don't have no sticky tag, I don't have no nothing. Is this crooked? 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Let's see if it's beautiful when I look back at it. We're done. We made the G-Cal. We made the list of art projects. Hung the art. And we got flowers. This whole process was more like to show you that decluttering, not to show you anything. Girl, you don't need me. Decluttering isn't always my room was a mess and now it's clean. There are no drastic before and afters. This video is more like I have a lot of stuff. Do I still need all of that stuff? And is it in the best configuration that it could be in? And that's also decluttering. Hope this was entertaining. Maybe you use this for body doubling and you were also decluttering as well at the same time. Period. I will see you on the internet somewhere. Bye!